Who is my favorite avatar? As a like pretty hardcore feminist, easily Aang. No question Aang. I honestly, like, I respect it. I hear you. I hear you guys that say Korra is your favorite. But like for me personally, my brain can't even comprehend how that's even a thing. We get like this much of Korra and like so much of Aang. Like just like even storytelling wise, we get way less of Korra than we do Aang. I think that maybe some people just don't like the happy-go-lucky like main character personality, and I just do. Not to mention, I don't really see Aang entirely that way. I think he has such a complex story. I think Aang is like perfect main character energy, and I think his backstory is gut-wrenching, and I love everything about Aang. I think another thing that's hard for me is that everyone's like, Korra versus Aang fight, why is Korra wins? I have this hot take that the creators know that Korra did significantly worse than Avatar: The Last Airbender, and they were like, we love Korra as much as we love Aang. Let's say she could beat him in a fight just to like give her some respect and put some like respect on her name, you know what I mean? Even if that's not the case and they truly believe Korra could beat Aang in a fight, I am gonna choose to believe myself, because I just don't believe that's the case. Kind of like if a ship isn't canon, like you can still ship it, I choose to believe that Aang is stronger than Korra. Because I feel like he could put up a really good fight against her when he was 12 and she's 18. Both of them in their prime, don't even get me started. However, this is not a diss on Korra. I want to make that so clear. I think the Korra versus Aang fight is really sad, and I'm actually not trying to fuel it as much as it probably sounds like it. I think Korra's amazing in her own way, but I do think that I have to like push her away and pretend it's not the same story as Avatar: The Last Airbender, because I think everything about Avatar: The Last Airbender is about 100 times better than The Legend of Korra, but both are amazing stories in their own way, if that makes sense. I just think Aang holds a really special place in my heart, like more than I feel like most Avatar: The Last Airbender fans, which is why I can't ship Zutara in good conscience, because I love Aang that much, and I know Aang loves Katara, and which is why I like him more than Korra, and maybe the fact that I do love him does play a part in the fact that I think he could beat Korra, but I do try to think of it pretty non-objectively. And in my eyes, he mastered everything at the youngest age of any Avatar that we know of, and did it so well, and every time he goes into Avatar state, it's like 100 times more powerful than Korra's Avatar state. And yes, I know he's more in tune with his spirituality, but that also goes to prove my point as well. I think that's a huge part of being the Avatar, so I think Aang's more powerful. Anyways, love Korra. I could make a whole video on why I love her character so much. I love her. But unfortunately, I just like Aang 100 times more. Do not diss on Korra in the comments. This is not an Aang versus Korra. This is just my preference video.